So, today is a very special day because 1 year ago, oops, 1 year ago today, I made the decision to leave the classroom. It was my last day at my job, and the day just felt really bittersweet because it had me reflecting on like my years as an educator and where I came from and all that I had accomplished and all of the failures that I had endured and all of just the hurdles I had to cross just throughout that time. And I remember just at the end of the day, when we were heading back to the school after the graduation, and I was going to get in my car, I just remember just feeling this sense of finally. I felt this sense of just relief. I felt like permission. It felt like permission to spread my wings and go somewhere else, I think a lot of times people think that they have to be stuck in a job that they've been at for like many, many years. They feel like they think they have to like just stay in that profession. And honestly, if you don't feel like where you are is in alignment with where you desire to be, then you gotta give yourself permission to go. Give yourself permission to dream. Give yourself permission to imagine. Just imagine and ask yourself, okay, what does my ideal life look like? What does my ideal life feel like? What type of people do I want to be surrounded with? How do I desire to show up? How have I been showing up until this point? And really just check in with yourself and say, like, where am I at right now? Am I happy with where I'm at? Does it feel in alignment with who I am? Have I reached my limit? Because a lot of times, some people, they've reached their limit. They've reached their lid, and they feel like, you know what? There's nowhere else for me to go. So I may as well just settle and coast here. So, which I say, like, if that is your desire to settle, then by all means. But if you know that you are meant for something greater, go. Take that leap and see where you end up. One of the things that I definitely pride myself on is in my ability to take these huge risks. Like, I literally jump both feet into the unknown. And it's scary. It's kind of like what Steve Harvey say, like, you gotta jump and like your parachute ain't gonna open right away, and it's gonna feel like you start questioning yourself, like, dang, should I have taken that jump? Should I have taken that leap? But once your parachute opens and you're able to really just release, let go, and surrender, now you become present to all that is around you. Now you become present to all of the abundance that's surrounding you. Now you become present to all of the opportunities that are available to you. Now you become present to you and who you are at your core, at your essence. And I think a lot of times some people hesitate to take big leaps into the unknown because, number one, change is scary, but also, like, What if I meet me and I don't like the version of me that I see? What if I meet me and I'm so afraid to become that version of me because that version of me is so powerful? What if I'm just afraid of my own greatness? And a lot of times that's what it is. A lot of times people are afraid of their own greatness because they think, what if I achieve what my idea of what greatness is and I can't handle it? They fear that. But I look crazy right now. But that's the thing. When you fear the unknown, I think courage is knowing what the risks are, acknowledging that there are risks, and doing it anyway. Doing it afraid. When I quit my job, I didn't have another job lined up. I had filled out applications, but nothing had came through. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pursue what I really came here for. I'm going to focus on expanding my coaching practice. And it was really exciting the first few months. I had like some savings and stuff like that. In hindsight, I would have saved a little more, but it is what it is. I had to learn, right? And I noticed I was so excited, and I'm like, yes, I got this community, I got this tribe, so many people are going to support me. And then when they didn't, it was a shock to me. But I had to remind myself that, like, this is not your target demographic anyway. So why do you even care? There were so many people like, oh, you quit your job. Like, so what are you going to do? What's your plan? Like, what are you going to do? You're just projecting a lot of fears. And it's like, I had to think, okay, I quit my job. I don't have another job lined up. I have some savings. I need to generate. I need to, figure this stuff out. But then I had to also think, okay, what's the worst that can happen? Worst that can happen, you can't pay your rent. So you got to move out of your apartment. The worst that can happen, you might have to go back home for a few months or whatever. What's the worst that can happen? You put all your stuff in storage and you only got like your car left. What if something happened to your car, right? So all of those things, okay. I even had somebody say, you know what, you need to just suck it up. Just suck it up and take a substitute job. And I'm like, no, because I don't desire to be in the classroom anymore. Like, just suck it up, just suck it up. And I'm like, I'm tired of sucking it up. And respectfully, I've done that for years. Like, we ain't doing that no more. We ain't working ourselves to the bone. We ain't being stressed out and burnt out and depressed, literally on the verge of like self-harm. We not doing that no more. So I had to like really figure some things out, and I had to really take the time to go within and lean into my own inner wisdom. I think a lot of times when people make big decisions, they look to others for guidance, they look to others for advice, and I did that too. But then I had to remind myself that, like, the only voice that should be the loudest is yours. Because it's your life. And you have to live with the choices and the results of the choices that you make. And the consequences, whether they're good or bad. And during that time, during this past year, I really got to see what community looks and feels like for me. Really got to see, like, what showing up for myself looks like, and what asking for what I need looks like, and what trust looks like, and what surrendering looks like. I'm happy to say, like, my bills have been paid every month. How? The grace of God. Like, it's been, grace of God and community and having faith and trusting and surrendering and moving. Even when I was uncertain about what to do, I'm like, okay, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this because I have this gift of time, and if I fail, then shit. It's not really a failure because I'm learning something in the process, and I'm making, and it's building my character and who I decide to be. So I did that, and I'm really proud of myself. Because even, during this time, not having a steady, consistent stream of income, what I learned was, just how precious time is. I think a lot of times people rush. They're like, I gotta get this done. I gotta check this box. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. Gotta do this. Gotta do this. I gotta get to this finish line, and then when they get to a finish line, now we gotta keep going because now there's something else. There's another milestone. The end of the line is death, right? So if the end of the line is death, why are we rushing? There's something to be said about slowing down and living a life of ease and taking things as they come, the ebb and the flow, right? The ebb, when life be lifing, okay, how are you going to handle that? And I really got to see how I deal with conflict, how I navigate it. Do I freak out and say, oh my gosh, I'm helpless? Do I go in victim mode? Or do I say, yeah, this is a little challenging right now, but it's teaching me something. And when I come out on the other side of it, because everything is temporary, nothing stays the same forever. When I come on the other side of it, I'm going to be so much better for it, right? So just keep reminding myself, this is temporary, this is temporary, this is temporary. And I also had to give up my attachments. Giving my attachments to outcomes, giving my attachments to apartment. I gave up my apartment. Giving my attachments to something happened with my car. So I was like, yo, the worst that can happen already happened, and I lived through it and I'm overcoming it as we speak. So it really ain't that bad, when you think about it. Releasing my attachment even to California. My next move, I'll actually be transitioning out of California. And think about what's important too. Family is important. My mental health is important. My peace is important. My time is important. My joy is important. All of those things are important. Yeah, money is important, but money comes, money goes. And so this past year has really taught me the value of just drowning out the noise of other people, not attaching titles of mentor or even friend or anything like that to people. Just trust in God, have an unmovable, unshakable, unbreakable faith, surrendering and moving when it feels in alignment, and resting as many times as I need to, as often as I need to, whenever I need to, and tapping into my creativity and really, really, really representing myself to the fact that home is wherever I am, that light is wherever I am, that joy and peace is wherever I am, that community is wherever I am, that love is wherever I am, that the magic that I have inside of me isn't going anywhere, and just really being true and authentic to who I am and whose I am, because it's special. So here's to me. Here's to 1 year since I left my job without another job lined up. 1 year of surviving and thriving and trusting and growing, not just in my personal development, growing in my faith, growing in my relationship with myself, and knowing that it is okay, and that I don't have to operate on anybody's timeline but my own. Because things are always happening for me, even when it feels like it isn't. One of the things I've found myself saying a lot lately is everything always works out exactly how it's intended to. Everything always works out exactly how it's intended to. And anybody else be like opening their mouth when they put mascara on? And it's all okay. Ain't no need to freak out. Just bring yourself back into your body. Check in with yourself. Call yourself forth. Call yourself in. That's all that matters. I got comments on my lips. I'm gonna take this off because I want to put my brown, my low key by the lip bar. Go to lipbar.com. Use code She Is Magic for 10% off at checkout. Okay, using my code just gives you discounts and allows me to be compensated for sharing what I love. Okay, so that's really it. That's really what I have for you guys. And I just wanted to share some reflections. Like, if you're thinking about making the move, if you're thinking about quitting your job, if you're thinking about just doing a huge life transformation and you are afraid of what might happen when you get out of your own way and take a leap, I'm here to say it's okay. Be intentional. I'm not telling you to quit your job. You do what you want to do. I don't know how your life situation is set up or your community or whatever, like your support system, but like whatever major life event or major life transition that you desire, you can do it. You cute. Whatever it is, tuck these babies away. Whatever it is, just be intentional. Do your research. And know that you are 100% covered. You are 100% loved. You are 100% taken care of. I need to fix this. But you got this. I just made myself a whole bang. Do I want to bang or should I? No, I think I want to put that back. Yeah, because why we got bangs? You're covered and you're loved and you can do anything you set your mind to. But that's the thing, you set your mind. Set your mind on things above and then you take action towards it. Do anything you want to, so anything you decide that you want to do in your life, set your mind on it. Be intentional, take intentional moves, and you gotta trust yourself, trust the process, trust God, spirit, universe, whatever higher power you believe in, and know that things, I just sprayed myself in the eye. Things always work out way better than we ever could have imagined. They always do. And all right, we're gonna fix that. But like, I just feel incredibly blessed. And you should too. All right. Love you guys. Have an amazing, amazing weekend. And always know that you are powerful, magnetic, Beautiful magic. This shit is sticking out. Magic. Bye, guys.